school full of bullies. Insane teachers. No school lunches. Ned Bigby, that's me. And my two best friends try to do the impossible. Create a guide that will help you survive school.
Busty! 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 Tip busting!
Hey everybody, welcome to Tip Busters, a podcast dedicated to analyzing the legitimacy and practicality of the tips provided in Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. I am your head buster, Bobby Hughes.
I'm your co-buster, Joey McGrellis.
I'm the boy buster, Jake Gerard.
So how's everyone doing today?
I'm really tired. I mean,
I'm sick as shit.
We're breaking down. This is the third episode.
Guys, I did not think... Episode 1, I was like, okay, yeah, like, you know,
Yeah.
this is fun. Episode 2, it was like, okay, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I think episode 3, we're out of the honeymoon phase, and this is when we really start grinding.
This is when you have to,
Do it for viewers' pleasure.
on the third episode.
Yeah, guys, so if you're listening to this, just know we're doing this for you. It's no longer...
Yeah.
It's
We're
it's not an us thing anymore.
We're no longer friends.
Yeah.
Don't find this funny.
Fuck, I'm out of Propel.
Jake's drinking Propel.
Yeah.
Sponsor.
You really just drank all of that.
Dude, you don't get it, bro. I got my 6-pack a night.
Oh my god.
Great. Okay. So, gang, how are we feeling about the show so far?
What show? We haven't watched this in years.
I meant the podcast.
Oh, yeah. The podcast is good.
Yeah, I mean, it's only
guys-
as good as the viewers say it is.
That's true. So, please think this is good. Like I said, we're doing this 100% for you.
We're fragile mentally.
Yeah. Tip Busters really wears on you. Doing it for, 3 weeks.
I'm sick of this dude. Like, Ned is such a fuck. And none of his tips do anything. Like, they don't help you out in any way, shape, or form. We've affirmed 4
One
tips.
day he'll
We've
give
affirmed 4 tips over 2 episodes.
No, one day he's going to give you a tip that's going to change your life. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Put a bullet in your head.
Tip 406.
Could you imagine God telling
No, okay, enough of that. Don't you meet his dad?
Well, yes.
Mr. Declassified himself.
His god dad sitting in a dark room telling him to write tips.
Ned Senior.
Alright, let's just jump. Okay, hold on. What's the topic for today?
Alright. So,
So episode 1 was first day of school. Episode 2 is bathrooms.
Yes.
Right.
Bathrooms is just wonderful to record.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad you enjoyed that one.
So,
Are
So
these better than
episode 3.
bathrooms?
I think so. Okay, I'm feeling good about these next 2. So we have a choice, obviously, to make. So our first choice is detention, which, Jake, I know you're going to have a lot to say about.
represent ISS.
And then my personal favorite is teachers. I feel like teachers is a staple.
Oh, we'll have to do teachers.
Yeah.
I feel
We'll
like.
have to do. I think we'll have to do both.
Eventually, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll put one on the back burner for when, like, we get a dud.
Yeah.
Because you know it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
But I think for right now, I'm thinking teachers.
What has more tips?
Teachers does have more tips.
Than teachers, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be the smart decision.
Yeah.
Right. So teachers obviously play a big role.
And yes, we have these conversations on air, not
Yeah.
off air.
Oh, yeah.
Because I
No.
don't want any of my life to be about tip busters.
No,
For when I'm
we talk
recording.
about Ned's Declassified about as little as we possibly can.
Yeah.
So okay.
Even on the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
All right. So gang, you're listening. If you're listening, we're talking about teachers today,
Okay.
which you probably knew because
That's a big subject.
Seriously, dude. But it's not as big because we all had the same teachers.
For the most
for
part.
the most part.
So
yeah.
it's not like we were in different pods or anything and we all had different experiences with teachers.
Bobby and I had the same homeroom teacher.
Yeah, we did.
Hey,
Hey, Mr. If you're listening to this,
Bleep out the name.
don't bleep out the name. We like Mr. We need to give him a shout out.
Okay, shout out
I
to
didn't
us.
like the person that told me how to be
Yeah.
popular, and they didn't like the person that danced with me in the elementary school bathroom.
yeah, Mr. If you listen to this, you're the realist, and we really appreciate you as a human being. So
Have you ever had like a teacher that like just really changed you?
I don't think Jake has changed throughout his entire life. I think he came out of the womb exactly how he is now.
I'm the farthest thing from a dynamic character.
You came out a killer. You remain a
killer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had to just throw one out there, probably.
Yeah.
We always went back to visit her.
Yeah.
I mean, I told her I would just visit her by myself. Just go back and talk to her after class and shit.
She was like the only teacher to tell me I should do art.
All right. So
now, have you had a teacher that's done that the opposite way?
Mrs.
Mrs. Beep. Oh God.
What? All right. So what's your favorite memory of said teacher that we're not going to name again?
Of like the one that yelled at us a bunch?
Yeah.
Oh.
Easily when she yelled at Adam for poking the back of your head when you had ringworm.
Bobby had a ringworm one time, and our friend poked him in the back of the head, and she went off.
I never saw her more angry at one individual than when she got pissed at Adam for like hitting the back.
It was like if a hurricane directed itself towards one man.
Did it hurt? Like when Adam was hitting you?
Yeah. No, it didn't. Okay. All right. Let's give some backstory. So, for those of you listening at home, I believe it was 6th grade. I came in after spring break one day, and Joey rode my bus.
Yeah.
And so Joey came up to me and was like, "Hey, Bob, have you seen the back of your head recently?" And I was like, "Of course not, Joe. It's in the back of my head. How would I see it?" And he was like, "Well, there's no hair there, but you have hair on the rest of your body."
Yeah.
And I was like, "That's not good." So then I went in the mirror and did the double mirror thing, and I saw that there was a giant bald spot on the back of my head. It turned out, I just told everyone it was ringworm. It was actually like this unidentified fungus that was growing on the back of my head.
I would have went with ringworm.
Yeah,
Instead
absolutely.
of unidentified fungus.
Yeah, no, ringworm definitely sounds better, so that's what I told people. But, Adam, our friend, who will probably come up multiple times throughout this podcast.
And maybe a guest.
Maybe.
We can put him on for the bullying section.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Adam.
Love you, bud. But he, in the middle of English class, poked me in the back of my head.
With a pencil.
With a pencil. It hurt really bad.
I think I watched the whole thing happen.
I watched it all transpire.
Yeah, we were sitting behind them, and
Yeah.
I just remember looking.
It was you, me, and next to each other, and then in front of you was Adam, and then in front of Adam was Bobby.
This was like an important week of school too. It was like project week.
Yes.
And we had that big final to do.
Yes.
In like 7th grade or something, and I just remember.
But it happened during silent reading.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I screamed.
Yes,
and then
everyone
Adam
looked.
and Adam was like, "Oh, I did something bad," because he didn't think I'd scream. He thought I'd just turn around and playfully smack him or something.
Well, he poked you with a fucking pencil.
So that's my story from this class.
But yeah, she would yell at us a bunch. Like there's teacher yelling, and then there's person to person screaming.
That was a personal attack.
No, she was a year out of retirement when we were going through middle school. So she was done.
We were out of our seats for a minute, and she was furious.
Mm-hmm.
It was also all of us in the same class, so we were rambunctious and not good students. So that also doesn't help.
Yeah.
And we did this thing where we had to read books, which, imagine that in English class.
I didn't know.
But
I think I maybe read 3 books in total.
Yeah.
In
we
middle
had
school.
we were supposed to read a book, 4 books a quarter or something.
like that.
And we had to give reports on each of them, like oral reports on each of them, and none of us did them. And you could just tell she was just
Did
so
we
done
have
with
to
it.
do oral reports or just write about it? Because I remember sometimes we just write about it, turn it in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Either way, she saw.
That's one thing I'll give her credit for. She was very accommodating of the shy. If you were too shy to go up and speak and everything, she would just take a paper.
No, she loved me. I remember she was like, Joey's one of the good ones. So Jake and I met, in science.
We met in science class, yeah, but we were in the same English class.
But we
got
really got
friends.
to be friends in this class because we had a group project on which we had to give a presentation about each other. And
so you got randomly, it was random. You got
was.
randomly paired up with an individual.
Yeah.
And I got randomly paired up with Joey.
Yeah.
So you had to give information to the other individual.
We had 30 minutes.
Yeah.
To give information to each other.
And it wasn't anything hard. It was favorite color.
We gotta write it down on a sheet, and we did nothing but I asked you a bunch of questions, and then we just like goofed the
Yeah.
entire time. And then we got up on like the little stage, and then I gave my whole presentation about you. I sent out your social security number, where you live, and then you got up and you didn't even know like my last name.
Yeah, I didn't. I was so lost.
I had to like stand behind him and whisper facts about myself,
Yeah.
and his face just, oh, it's one of these
Yeah.
like kids.
You asked me like what she asked me was for your birthday.
And you gave your birthday.
And
I'm pretty sure you gave your birthday.
no, I didn't give my birthday. I think I gave Bobby's birthday.
I think
We
you
were all
guessed.
born on the 2nd of the month. Bobby was born on August 2nd. I was born on April 2nd. Joey was born on February 2nd.
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit at the time.
But it was.
I just got randomly
It
paired
was
up
the
with a
start
kid.
to a beautiful friendship. He still doesn't know my last
I
name.
remember for that.
It's Hughes.
Go ahead, Bobby.
So for that same project, I had.
Wow.
So literally, the only facts he gave me were about how he was about to drop as the biggest rap sensation of. So like, I feel like I was put off to a bad start with this teacher already because she thought that I was choosing to only say facts about his rap game.
But that's all.
But that's all he told me, and then
Yeah.
I told him all this stuff, and he literally just like made up stuff about me. He didn't use a single actual fact. He said that I was like born in Romania, and he said that like I had 4 older brothers, all of which that went to like Harvard. And
Oh
stuff,
my god.
And that like I was like my dad wasn't actually my dad or something because he wasn't like able to have me or something.
I so
like
wish
that.
I could have that
Yeah,
sheet that he
seriously.
wrote down
Yeah.
info on.
Well, and like I didn't, because I didn't know him at the time, and like he seemed like a cool guy, so I didn't want him to like get in trouble or anything. So I'm just playing along. Like, yes,
Yes.
our Romania.
All he had to do was say Bobby's from here,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Well, and the problem was then like my teacher would like believed all of it, so she thought like, oh wow, this little Romanian boy is in my class, and like. I'm from like Dayton, Ohio. Like my parents are maybe Irish. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
2 older sisters, no brothers.
yeah, no brothers. She'd ask about my brothers, and I was like, "What the fuck, you old bat? What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah.
But if you're listening to this, person who we can't name, first of all, go look at his SoundCloud that we can't give you because we can't name drop. Also, thanks for listening.
Yeah. Of course.
You're real.
I'm surprised you even found this podcast.
I'd be shocked.
I'd be shocked too. It's a very small circle of people that actually know about.
But if he's listening, he has to know I'm talking about him because.
Yeah, obviously.
Right.
What's the first tip?
Okay. All right. So
Segues are weird.
we got a decent amount of tips today. So let's get.
What's
right
a decent
into
amount? Because for bathrooms we had like 5. That wasn't anything compared to the first day.
I thought we had
it.
6.
7.
We have 7 today.
We have 7 today.
I thought we had 6 with
All
bathrooms.
right, that's a
Right.
lot of tips.
Yeah.
Rattle them off.
Yeah,
All right,
that is
all
a
right.
lot of tips.
Some good, some bad, but we'll get into it. So tip 104.
No, this is teachers.
This is teachers.
Okay,
yes.
good, got it.
So tip 104. Don't be afraid to raise your hand.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
Wait, because a lot of times I knew the answer, but I was too scared to like actually do anything. And then teachers would get mad at people for not answering.
See, but I feel like if you're always raising your hand, then everyone in the class is like, "Oh, fuck this kid. I hate him."
yeah. Do you know how many times I got pissed at the kid that kept getting called on?
But if you're raising your hand constantly, you're not afraid to do it at that point.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
It's just being
So, don't be afraid.
yeah. Just don't be afraid to like no, and like
I feel like there's a difference between knowing and answering, though.
yeah, and that is being afraid to answer, right?
Hold on. Could this just be about answering? Because think about it. You raise your hand to ask questions too, and that's one of the most valuable life lessons I
He's
learned as a
right.
basketball player. Was like, don't be afraid. Coaches want you to ask questions.
He's
You know what I'm
totally right.
So hear me out.
Bobby's saying you should be fully scared.
No,
all right,
I'm not-
let's
okay,
go.
okay.
All right,
I don't know if you
Let's
should.
do the bullshit, Bob.
Yeah, Bob, bust the tip.
I don't know if like being afraid to like raise your hand or ask questions is good. You should never be afraid because if you have a genuine question,
Or genuinely know the answer.
Or
and you want
yes.
class to move along.
right? Yes, I
So
understand.
then that's an easy tip of firm.
Listen, I'm not done.
I want to hear Bobby's thing, and it better
If-
be good.
Okay, if you're that fuck though, who's asking questions about stuff that's already been talked about, like
Okay.
I,
Here's
you know what I'm saying? I definitely think some kids.
And
Like
then
there are
and then
times.
there is a point where you keep raising your hand, and at that point you're no longer scared. You're just like going at it.
Yeah. You're all in. You played your chips.
You gotta know when to hold them, Bob.
Yeah,
Know
but
when
like
to fold
being.
them.
I feel like knowing when to hold them, when to fold them. You have a little bit of fear in like answering. Like in raising your hand, like some fear, it causes you to like withdraw and be like, okay, is this actually a question that I need
This
to
is
ask?
getting deep though. Bobby's saying you shouldn't have fear.
No, okay, so as we all know, I'm ridiculously dumb. Like my IQ is sub 60, so
That's not true.
but I was never afraid to like ask questions. The only thing I was afraid of in terms of raising my hands was to raise my hand and confidently give the wrong answer.
So I think you should be wary of what you ask or what you answer, but you should never be afraid to do it.
I'm with Joe.
Okay, but what are we thinking Ned's saying?
Ned is definitely like someone in class is like, I totally don't know what's going on, and he's like, don't be afraid to like ask questions. And then someone probably like asked a question and got answered.
Or someone went to the bathroom and missed some shit.
That too.
It's like, hey, what's going on? He's like, I don't know how to explain it.
You-
I think it's just basic. It's not just in the classroom. Like, that's, once again, all
You
these
should
tips
be
that we've affirmed are life lessons, not classroom
Right.
lessons.
You should be like smart about it though, like you
Yes. All right.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, I'm good with saying as long as you're
So
smart.
just affirm the tip.
Tip affirm!
All right, so next tip we got.
Next question. Next
These are
tip.
all good tips.
Okay, this one can go very badly.
I knew it. I knew Ned wouldn't fail us.
All right, tip 112: do whatever you can to stay awake. What does that mean? Whatever you can.
That's drinking a bang and stay.
Speaking of which, go drink some Bang.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever you can though. That leaves.
Have you ever had a moment like where you're like gonna pass out in class?
And you know what? I did. What's the worst thing gonna happen? Like, okay.
What is Ned?
The
I want to
only-
know in the show what Ned does to other kids to make them stay awake.
Poke him in the back of the head with a pencil.
I mean, when I was about to fall asleep, genuinely, I fell asleep. Unless the teacher at the beginning of the semester was like, don't fucking fall asleep, I'll write you up. But if they didn't say...
fall asleep if they said that.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, guys. So whatever you can to stay awake.
Sorry, what was the
Do whatever you can to stay awake. What are you thinking?
I think this tip's busted.
What can you do?
Yeah, if you're gonna fall asleep, you are going to fall asleep.
Is he talking drinking monsters and
So
rocking out?
it could be this is literally say whatever you can. That means if there is something you can do to stay awake, you have to do it. Like, let's say like getting up and screaming in the middle of class will keep you awake. Ned is saying
There
you
were
should do it.
days where I was like gonna just pass out in class.
Bob, you're really taking shit to the extreme today. Like, you are seriously an extremist.
You have to with these tips, I guess.
Remember,
I don't think
we are reading the text from like
Did you
God
guys
himself.
did you even have a problem with this in middle school? I
In
didn't really
middle
fall
school?
asleep. In high school was when
In
I was
high
tired
school,
at all
yes,
points in time.
absolutely.
Middle school, I never really fell asleep in class.
Actually, you're right. I think maybe like once or twice I was like sleeping.
In
but,
study
like,
hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
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 other
in
than-
high school it was a problem.
Yeah.
in college it's like I sleep through classes now.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't go to class.
I don't go to college.
I sleep.
If you're gonna pass out, pass out. I mean,
I
Honestly, if there's like a problem, then it should be addressed.
I feel
You
like
shouldn't-
middle school teachers were like, your health is more important than this class. High school and college professors, like, it was like, absolutely.
Are you
not.
sure about that? Because I don't even think they cared about the class or health. I think they didn't care at all. It's weird.
why don't you go to the nurse's office? Say you have a stomachache. Take a nap.
But that isn't that doing anything you can?
But that's anything you can to stay awake.
Yeah.
He's not doing it to stay awake. He's
Not
doing it-
anything I can to cheese a nap out of school authority.
Yeah.
No, I think that's bullshit. I think this tip's busted.
All right, I agree.
Okay.
I'm busting it.
I'll bust it.
All right,
Busted.
play the clip.
Tip busted!
Next tip.
Okay.
God, that's been low energy. All right. Fucking get it.
All right.
Everyone, I'm not tired. I can do this.
I don't want to kill myself.
Yeah.
Alright.
Can't wait till we get to that episode.
Tip 125. Focus on the teaching, not the teacher.
I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. Because you could hate your teacher, but you have to know this shit.
Okay. But what if it's a BS teacher? Or no. A really good teacher for a BS class. Like a class that you... Like, it's like some class that means absolutely nothing to you, your education, or your life. But the teachers...
Like Mr. was, you don't even have to bleep this, but Mr. for geometry, and he taught you another algebra.
Yeah.
He's super cool.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like math. So
Like, I feel like teachers can teach life lessons that are beyond what they're teaching.
But I think it's more separating the person from their job.
But I feel like there are teachers who are bad at their job. Like,
It's-
who don't teach, but
It's
they're
nice
really
if you
good
can like
life people.
if you can pick up like a life lesson, but like if you need to know content and material, then you got to focus on that and not like the
Yeah, and those life people are good enough conversationalists to
out of-
relay information
Yeah.
in a way that's gonna stick into your
I
head.
think this
It's
is
not
more
their-
about bad teachers than it is towards good teachers.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. Read the tip one more time. The exact wording.
Focus on the teaching, not the teacher.
This is dumb as fuck.
Because he doesn't specify.
Yeah, seriously. Because, like you said, for good teachers, this doesn't fucking apply.
It doesn't.
But for bad teachers, it's like, yeah, please ignore the fucking teacher, focus on content. But
I'm thinking it's a if you have to kind of tip.
Don't put words in the prophet's
Listen.
mouth.
You'll get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Ned.
I want that picture on the website where we just bash Ned Bigby. But I think it's a good tip.
fucking shit. I think it's fine. It's aggravating. Like when
Because
he doesn't specify.
he's dumb, but if that's the
Yeah, the
Hey,
kid's
Ned, if you're listening to this, you're a stupid fuck, and I need you to make another season of this show and be more specific.
say
I'll play
the
Ned.
tip again. I can't believe we're spending more than
Okay. Focus on the teaching, not the teacher.
I'm so
I
pissed
agree
off.
with this.
I'm so pissed
I agree
off.
with it. Why not?
Yeah, alright, affirm it.
Tip approved!
Alright,
Why-
Ned, we threw you a curveball, you better fucking step up your game.
Yeah.
This is okay. Let's take a fucking break for a second. Alright?
Yeah.
This show is dedicated to the debating the legitimacy of these tips and the
Right.
practicality of these tips.
Yeah.
But when these tips are shit, it makes our job so much harder. Because we're sitting here trying to debate some boring ass fucking tip and that's our job. That's what we do, right? That's the part of the fucking podcast. Ned's not throwing us bones.
No, he's
No,
throwing himself
so-
bones.
so-
He's making himself look good.
Literally, the only tips we affirm are: can you breathe? You should breathe. Like we have to start like lowering the bar in terms of thinking what Ned really means.
Yeah, seriously. As
Otherwise-
remedial as it gets. That's
otherwise-
what Ned means.
Otherwise, the score will be like 40-10.
Yeah.
Already it's like 40 to 10. Ned's a fuck.
I'm getting pissed.
Alright.
Next up.
I can't believe it took episode 3 for you to rant like that about Ned's
I'm so
Declassified.
pissed. I'm
Yeah,
so
hey,
pissed.
after this episode, we still have, guess what, 51 more episodes.
Lordy.
Okay, so tip 338.xu. Don't kiss up, do the work.
I think you
Bullshit.
can do both. You
There's
can do both.
no way. Bullshit.
You can do both.
Bullshit.
You can do both.
Dude, I was pulling B's in class,
You
and
can
I
do
didn't do
both.
shit.
I don't recommend like trying to make someone who clearly does not give two shits about you, like trying to get them to like you. However, if there's a teacher that just wants to like, if you could be friends with them, be friends with them.
Yeah, because
Because-
it'll pay off.
You will get good grades.
Alright.
Ned wrote this tip because he's unlikable.
You say it as though these are for him, but these are for everyone else at his middle school.
Can we talk about
He
Ned
has
for
the
a second?
book. We
Ned-
have been talking about Ned.
Ned never... He doesn't listen to his own advice. He's not likable.
No,
I guarantee he got that haircut 2 weeks early. I can assure you he overstuffs.
and
like,
he's dusty. I don't like him either.
Hey, Ned, seriously, that haircut's scuffed, and he's no, and he.
Sixth
Okay,
grade.
so you guys know what I'm talking about. The people in class in high school and shit
Yeah.
that were not funny, but told a good joke once, and now they have deemed themselves as the class clown,
Yeah.
and they never shut the fuck up until the end of time.
Are you talking about Ned?
That's Ned. He just exudes this confidence and aura that is so fucking annoying.
I wanna.
I would bully him. Oh my god!
I wonder how many background characters are like, what bullshit is
No.
this?
I want to go beyond that. I wonder how many set members were watching this show and God, I just want to fucking bully this kid.
I'm glad we cut ties to Ned Bigby. Live on episode 3.
The lunch line on set. Smacks the plate out from under him. See you on set, Ned.
He goes, that's not my real name. It's a character I didn't create.
Oh.
Oh.
Can we also? All right. So again, very off topic.
Okay.
But can we talk about the fact that Ned wasn't supposed to be the kid that got bullied in the show? Coconut Head was. I feel like we're episode 3 and we haven't brought up Coconut Head once.
Follow us on Twitter. We need more followers than Coconut Head.
I'll get into that.
So that we can cyberbully.
I feel as though, and I could be totally wrong, I feel as though his life was fine until he met Ned Bigby.
Yeah.
His life was okay.
Yeah. My life would be grand until I met that kid.
He's Ned level, except Ned got into the screen's face and read off a Bible of tips that weren't helpful.
No. Ned is the IRL Seto Kaiba.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Alright. Glad we got that Ned rant.
All right. Glad. Okay. You're probably gonna see a lot more of those throughout the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
That's my fault. I am probably the one that's gonna start these rants and raves, but
Because you want to be fair, but you also have to give leeway to Ned Bigby.
I don't have to give shit. I don't owe him anything.
Last tip, you just gave up, and you were like, it's fine because it's Ned saying it.
No. I said I would bully the shit out of Ned.
No, before that.
No. This tip is dumb. It's not true.
Yeah,
because
but you affirmed it.
No, I didn't.
No. He's
I
talking about
busted
that.
it.
He's talking about this tip. You're talking about the last tip.
What tip are we talking about?
Don't kiss up. Do the work.
Oh, no, the last tip, you were like, whatever, affirm it.
Focus on the teacher.
Because if you argue with an idiot, you have to stoop down to their level and you'll get beat with experience. You can't argue with an idiot.
I'm kind of agreeing with him. I bully Ned too. All right, hold on. So again, we're way off topic here, but can I make my own tip that says bully Ned Bigby and we affirm it?
Yeah.
All right, okay. So tip, let's say 648BQ.3.
No, let's say
Listen.
Tip number 1.
Yeah,
Tip number 1.
Yeah,
okay,
that's it.
You heard it here first, folks. Tip number 1: bully Ned Bigby.
Play the clip. Tip affirmed! Yeah, absolutely.
I can't believe
And I'm so anti-bullying.
openly
I got bullied.
No one deserves to be bullied. I want to put that out there very quickly. That being said, I fully believe that, and I still believe if anyone deserves to be bullied, it's Ned Bigby.
Yeah.
All right.
Bully Ned.
Okay. Well, there you go. So we got that. So let's go back to the tip at hand. Don't kiss up, do the work.
It's busted,
I
Bob.
totally thought we were past this.
It's busted.
It's busted.
It's bust. All right.
Alright, so yeah, just bust the tip.
Tip busted!
All right. So I have a special announcement for everyone. So I know that we were really struggling financially because we didn't have any sponsors.
Yeah.
Folks, we got a real one here today.
Oh my god, I can eat again.
So, folks, we're about to play some messages from our sponsors to pay some bills, and we might actually pay a couple this time. One of them is real. We'll let you figure out which one, and we'll tell you after the break, okay? Jake?
We've been talking for a bit. It's intermission.
I
Do
noticed
you want me to go grab you something to drink?
Oh, that'd be awesome. What did you have in mind?
Well, I have like water and
I don't know. That sounds pretty boring.
pretty boring. How about flavored water
Flavored water?
with a lot of electrolytes?
Electrolytes? Well, that's what I need to fuel myself for the day.
Well, let me tell you, I have a ton of peach propel
Peach Propel?
in the fridge. Yeah, peach propel.
Well, that sounds just delicious.
It's absolutely delicious and it's completely healthy. One time I was on the basketball court and I had a cramp. And one of the guys that was there was Kettering's track coach. And he said, here, have a Propel. It's better for you than Gatorade, water, and everything in terms of getting you electrolytes.
Well, that's just incredible. I think I kind of want to go have a Propel.
Let's go get a Propel.
All right, let's go, Jake. Hey, Jake.
Hey, man.
Do you remember the show Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide?
Yeah, the one on Nickelodeon?
Yeah, the very same.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite character from that episode?
I wasn't the biggest fan of Ned. Coconut Head was bothersome. Cookie. Cookie.
I was hoping you'd say that. Do you actually know why he was named Cookie?
No, I don't know why.
Well, fun fact, he was actually named Cookie because of his addiction to Cheryl's cookies. And really, who can blame him? I mean, the icing on top is just absolutely delicious.
Yes, I agree. I cannot order Cheryl's cookies without getting multiple of them.
Absolutely, and I can't sit down and only have one. I always seem to have multiple ones. Because Cheryl's Cookies is just simply the best in the business. If you're listening at home, go pick yourself up some Cheryl's Cookies because you will not regret it.
Hey, bud. You know how Jake brought up that big anchor in episode 1?
Oh yeah, with the mom job segment?
Yeah, I was wondering if you knew about any other anchors.
Actually I do. So have you ever wanted to start a podcast?
I have, actually.
Well, then Anchor is absolutely the app for you. They do incredible things like allow you to record and edit on their app. You can actually get it put on several different platforms such as Spotify and Apple Music.
Wow, it sounds like you get to manage your podcast from one spot.
Anchor just really does everything for you. So
Wow.
all you have to focus on is the podcast itself.
You know what? That is a really good anchor.
We're back from our commercial messages. Joe, you want to take a guess as to which one of those was our real sponsor?
I think it was the Propel one.
Jake, you want to take a shot?
I'm gonna guess Cheryl's Cookies.
Oh, fooled you both. Huge shout out to Anchor for actually sponsoring this podcast.
I can't believe we're actually sponsored.
So, all those people that said we wouldn't make it. Eat
Me?
it.
Suck my dick!
God.
So, I guess if people were wondering if this is a real podcast, it's still not, but someone thinks it is. So, okay, are we ready to get back into this last half of tips?
Yeah.
I know it's...
This is a long one.
Yeah. Tip number 361.1-TP. Helping the teacher doesn't make you a teacher's pet.
Someone called him a teacher's pet and he got upset.
Yeah, he definitely
He
does.
definitely got petty about it.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I think
do
it
we
was like to Moze or Cookie.
It's a total Ned move to be a bitch.
I think...
These aren't for him, though.
But here's the thing. I could see him definitely doing some, like, snarky thing, like, to help a teacher, and everyone's like, oh, you're a teacher's pet. And then he's like, you know what? I'm going to write in the Bible that helping doesn't make you a teacher's pet.
Okay, but I will say,
And I was
teacher's pet's a fake fucking
I
word.
was
I've
really-
never heard anyone called a teacher's pet.
I was
before
really
in my life.
chummy with a lot of middle school teachers. Where it was just like, we were buds.
Yeah.
Was fine. Was fine. I think was fine too.
You are wearing your video editor out. I just want you to know that.
I'm saying they're fine.
Yeah, you're also saying them.
I guess, yeah.
It's fine. Fuck the editor.
No, please don't fuck the editor. I'm the editor, in case you're wondering, and I'm not good at my job.
I heard the editor's
And
laptop.
I just dabbed IRL.
I heard the editor's laptop can't handle this much RAM.
I don't know. I feel like that tip is, once again, bullshit.
Wait, you just said that you helped the teacher, and it didn't make you a teacher's pet.
Fuck.
You agreed with Ned.
Every time I agree with Ned,
It's
I
like
want to just, like, cut the webbings on my fingers so that I'm eternally in pain.
Did he just say cut the weapons?
This whole podcast is much like Edgar Allan Poe's guillotine. with each actual affirmed tip.
Don't you mean pendulum?
Was it pendulum?
Isn't a guillotine what chops your head
It's
off?
the Raven.
Oh yeah, it is. It's the.
Yeah.
I was thinking of. Okay. Well,
okay.
anyway, it's like that.
Are we affirming? I think Ned's onto something here.
Yeah.
Ned's fine. I mean, it doesn't make you a teacher's pet at all, but that's just because I helped out teachers, and I don't want to be called a teacher's pet because I'm not a bitch.
All right, affirm it.
Tip affirm!
Tip 611.ii. Keep your eye on your own work.
Bullshit.
What?
Are you kidding
what does
me?
that mean?
No, okay, so it's other people. No. Here's what it is. Here's what it is.
mad.
It's other people's responsibility to cover their own work, and if they don't, then you have every right to cheat off of it.
That is not a
It's like when you're
God-given
playing
right.
poker. It's like when you're playing poker, and the dude next to you's holding his cards out in front of him, and everyone can see him. It's like, yeah, okay, morally you shouldn't look, but it's like, I have money on this game.
Wait, can we
If
say
someone's not covering their shit,
can we say
Hold on.
the tip again?
Hold on.
Because I'm not sure it correlates with that.
Keep your eye on your own work. I think it directly correlates.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you're saying if you cheat on a test, it's the other person's fault.
I'm not blaming them.
But you
But
played
I
that
don't
guy
think I'm
in
in the
poker.
wrong. I don't
So,
think I'm in the
okay.
wrong for cheating.
All right, let me give you.
In middle school, fucking no.
I want to give you a little scenario. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
So let's say you really enjoy biking, as you did
I
back in
Didn't
the
know how to
day.
ride a bike until I was 13, but go on.
Okay, so you really enjoy biking, and you just got this brand new bike, right?
Okay.
You're really excited to use it. You use it all day. You come home, and oh no, you forgot to lock your garage. Someone comes in and steals it.
It's my fault. I'm a dumb piece of shit.
Are you joking? You're not blaming the person who stole it. You're blaming yourself.
No, like,
I
the
think-
person who stole it
I
is
think
somewhat
that's-
at fault.
I think
yes.
that's a bit-
Someone.
I think
he
that's-
stole it.
I think that's a bit different because with like test answers, you still have your own answers. It's not like they're stealing
Yeah.
physically stealing your answers. However,
I'm not
he
taking their
should-
paper and writing my name.
He should feel bad.
Here's what I'm saying. You're basically saying, and basically that I don't know where I'm going.
I see it more as like that person worked really hard and you didn't. The only hard work you put was looking over.
Hold on.
So like
So
if-
me cheating hurts their grade?
no, but they
Okay, so they're fine?
but
They're good
they
to go?
worked really hard for that, and you just
Okay.
like didn't work at all.
But, Joey, they worked really hard for it. Are they still being rewarded?
I mean, yeah, but you're getting
So your
rewards
problem
off-
isn't with them being
But you're
rewarded. Your
getting
problem is
I mean,
I
I'm
shouldn't be
getting,
rewarded.
I don't care about.
Absolutely,
I
absolutely.
literally don't care about them in this situation. I care about you getting rewarded for hard work you didn't do.
listen, if you can cheat in middle school, fucking cheat.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Oh my god.
Put that on a t-shirt.
No,
Listen.
fucking colleges aren't looking at your middle school transcripts and being like, yeah, this kid was a fucking dunce until the 8th grade.
Yeah, there's always a point in middle school where you realize none of
Okay,
the work matters.
Fake it till you
So-
fucking make it. Who cares?
So at what point do you stop cheating then?
You don't.
Oh.
I wish you were all
Listen,
here
listen.
to see Jake's
No,
face
listen.
when he said that.
All right. So real talk. This is Bobby, your head buster here. We don't cheat here on this show. We don't endorse cheating. No, Jake does not represent us as a podcast. I just want that to be very clear.
I'm not saying cheat on your spouse. I'm not saying. I'm not saying cheat on your spouse. I'm not saying cheat on your SAT. I'm not saying cheat on your AC. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm saying on your vocabulary quiz in 6th grade English, if you want to pop a peek to the girl next to you, that's fine. Who gives a shit?
I can't wait for us to be in a courtroom because for God knows what. I'm sure it's only a matter of time. And for them to just play the clip of Jake saying, if you pop a peek at the girl next to you, and then us going to jail for whatever it is.
Not sexually.
Okay, well, they're not going to play that part of the clip.
Oh my god.
So,
What was the damn tip again?
keep your eye on your own work.
Busted.
I
Busted tip.
can't believe we're busting that
No,
one.
Technically, we don't have to because it's a 2/3 vote. But like,
but he's so much more, he's 2/3 more passionate than we are about it.
Because
You know what, Jake?
Bobby and I are like, yeah, just don't cheat. And you are very for cheating.
yes, I am very for cheating in middle school.
Look, okay, I don't agree with you, but you're a straight shot, so I'm saying, yeah, bust that tip, baby.
Tip busted.
You can be kicked out of a class for cheating.
If you're a 6th grader and you're listening to this podcast and you got a 0 for cheating, here's what you go tell your parents. I'm in 6th fucking grade.
What's the final tip, Bob?
All right, so last tip we got is tip 940.86. At last resort, leave the class.
I ignore that. Walk right the fuck out whenever you leave. If you are not happy, walk right the fuck out.
Oh my god!
No, seriously.
I just said walk out. Fuck out.
Do we? Okay, hold on.
I say this a lot, and I'm gonna keep saying it, but I really want to know the context of the episode.
I'm thinking he meant more like transfer to a different class.
That was
No.
day 1. You wouldn't have done that.
Oh, you're right.
He had to mean just walk out if you're like too upset.
Yes, seriously. Walk the fuck out. No, genuine for your mental health. You don't want people to see you break down in the
Yeah.
middle of class. If you're about to have a break, walk the fuck out of class. I don't think your teacher's gonna give you detention.
I've never seen you more agree with Ned in my life.
He's telling me to leave class.
I can't believe Ned had a tip that just said walk away. Leave.
That's the okay. What also I want. So teachers always make the claim like, oh, like the bell doesn't dismiss you. I do. I disagree. I think you are a free human being. You can leave whenever you
No,
need
school is very like institutionalized in a way where it's like you have almost no control but like your answers. But
Yeah.
it should be like you're a person. If you need to leave, get up and go.
Like that's the thing. Like in college, like I've never once had like
I've
if
never
someone
had a
someone
problem
got
with,
up and left, like the professor just kept teaching.
Yeah,
it
there
was
was
like
never a
okay, it's
problem
their
with that.
loss if they, you
This
know.
isn't college. It's 6th grade.
Yes, I know. I'm saying that's how I think it should be. I agree. I think Ned's right. Leave.
Yeah.
Just
Fuck
walk out.
classes.
Yeah.
All right. Affirm the tip.
Tip approved!
Yeah.
Okay, gang, we've been rambling on teachers for a while, so do we want to piece together the episode?
What's the first one again?
All right, so don't be afraid to raise your hand.
Cookie was afraid.
I'm thinking someone raised...
Cookie was like a calculator, right?
Yeah,
Cookie was a calculator.
So he probably knew the answer was to try to call on shit, like answer shit.
yeah.
That's my guess. Or maybe he didn't know
Maybe
something.
it was
once.
probably like a subject he didn't like English maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, but still, don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Because you never know.
Yeah.
So someone was afraid to raise their hand.
Yeah, someone was afraid you gave him a tip.
Do what you can to stay awake. Here's what do they do to stay awake is my question.
I'm thinking it's like spraying people with like water bottles or like some cartoon.
Whenever
fashion.
I was about to fall asleep, what I would do is I would go to the bathroom, and this is like dead serious. I would wash my face with like water and soap.
Wait, and soap?
So
Soap.
You'd lather your face up.
Did it like hurt in your eyes?
I feel like the
I
water.
didn't go like, yeah, by the way, fuck it, squeeze it into my eyes. No, I didn't do that. I just like did like cheeks.
So okay,
So you just. Yeah.
they do. Yeah, okay.
I don't know. It felt smoother than just water. It helped me like calm me down.
But you're already like sleepy, so weren't you pretty calm? There's some. I did that a few times.
I'm not a
though.
scientist,
I
right?
watched.
Yeah, but you would go to the bathroom and like
Yeah.
wash your face, and
Yeah,
it helped.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Focus on teaching, not teacher. They probably had like either a really bad teacher or like a really hot teacher. Because it's like
Or there were two teachers that they each had, and they envied the other one or something like that. Or
Maybe.
one teacher was like really nice, but they didn't teach anything.
Yeah, that's
That
a
could be.
really stereotypical cartoon plot.
yeah. All right. Thanks, Ned. Don't kiss up. Do the work. There's a kid in the class.
I'm 100% sure this was a Ned one where he like brought cookies or some shit, and then the teacher was like, "No, you actually
Yeah.
have to like do it."
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ned's a shyster.
So then helping the teacher doesn't make you a teacher's pet. My theory is Ned was helping and got made fun of for it and was like, screw you guys, I'm going to make a tip and I'll show you.
I think it was Moze.
What about Moze?
I think she was trying to be a teacher's pet to someone.
Jake, what do you know about Moze?
Girl.
Girl.
Good.
Or whatever she identifies as. I don't.
Okay. So then keep your eyes on your own work.
Anytime.
Ned cheated, and he didn't get away with it because he's horrible at it.
Just like writing tips.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need listen. If you're bad at cheating, don't cheat.
I think.
But if you feel like you could genuinely get away with it, do it.
I genuinely think I remember this part of the episode. I think Cookie was cheating.
Oh yeah, because then he had to like take the exam without his glasses.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, and then at last resort, leave the class.
Cookie left. I never came back.
Yeah.
When you leave though, do you make a scene or do you just leave?
In college, I would just leave, but I feel like
I would go to the bathroom and not come back.
in grade school, I feel like you'd have to bring it up.
Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. That's what happens in this episode of Fantasy Classified School Survival Guide.
Cookie just like left.
It's so beige. They're horrible at writing episodes. Give me the script.
Yeah.
The show's done.
Yeah,
There's
I'll
no
revive
more.
it.
All right, Jake. Well, here's your chance to kind of, if you were to be a writer, how you'd go about it. So, everybody, here's Jake's tip of the week.
Jake's tip of the week.
Hey, it's Jake. My tip of the week is whenever you're debating a topic such as capital punishment, don't use puns.
Everybody, that was Jake's tip of the week. All right, thank you again for listening, guys. Go follow us on Twitter at TBBoysOfficial. Check out our website, tipbusters.weebly.com, and wherever you may be listening to this, because Anchor did such a good job for us that we're
They
now on
honestly did, yeah.
We're now on multiple platforms, so wherever you're listening from, hit that subscribe button so you can get updated on new episodes and whatnot. Anybody got anything else they want to add?
I'm good.
I'm good too.
All right. Well, I'm Bobby.
I'm Joey.
Jake.
And that's all she wrote, folks.
Bitch.